Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something. Something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Get ready for spring by joining an evidence-based program to improve your health and well-being. These programs use proven strategies to help you make lasting changes, whether it's boosting nutrition, increasing activity, managing stress, or enhancing wellness. Invest in yourself today and feel your best this spring and beyond. Paid for by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Welcome into Be a Beacon with Lighthouse on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, Bill Mitchner.
Good evening. Good evening. Last week I say same time, same place. Well, same place came true, and the same time, a little less than true. This morning I get a phone call or a text message from my man Harrison, my producer, and reminded that it's girls state basketball. And so here we are. And then I had to lean into my arranger, which is my sixth strength and my strength finders. And adaptability is lower. So my arranger is I get enough information, then I can shift things around. And because we have some special guests.
Absolutely. And real quick, since we are at the 5 o'clock hour, we do got to shout out our sponsor. Again, shout out Old School. Well, today it is Be a Beacon with Lighthouse. It's sponsored by the Mercado, certified by Piedmontese. They got 3 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Omaha where you can stock up on meat and more this winter. Visit themercadobutchery.com to learn more. And don't forget to check out Fired Up Thursday at 5900 South 85th Street in Lincoln, and Fried Up Friday at 4841 North 8th Street in Lincoln as well. All right, Bill, back to you.
You're trying to make me hungry, aren't you?
A little bit. It's almost 6 o'clock here.
I am hungry. Well, let's go ahead and start out. I have a kind of an old school. You want to talk about old school? Another person coming back, which is a board member, Jay Pitts. Welcome again.
Thanks, Bill, for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Love being here.
Well, obviously, pretty soon you're going to be a co-host. I mean,
well, we can work something out. I
mean, geez, you're almost mainstay now. So, and I want to bring in, because the special guest that I have here tonight, which is actually close to Jay Pitts too, is Tragil Wade, and she is amazing. She has become a close friend of mine. Welcome, Tragil.
Why? What? Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm excited to have you. You have no idea how much I've been like, come on, we're going to get this day here. So
Yeah, yes, I'm so excited. And then I didn't know cousin was going to be on. Like, you didn't tell me that. I feel like
Hey,
I'm
what's up,
surprised.
fam?
I feel like I'm like, oh, this is like the gang is back. Okay, yes. I mean,
when we get together, we all got to get together, regardless if it's over Zoom or in person.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh, wow. So cool.
So, I'm sure people are like, how in the world are you connected with Lighthouse, Bill? Well, and Jay Pitts, and she said fam now. I mean, people are really probably wondering. So why don't you walk us through how in the world did we even become friends?
Yes. Okay. We'll start with, I have a little brother by the name of Dwayne Wade, who is married to the most amazing Gabrielle Union, Gabrielle Union Wade. Yes, we're going to add that, who is actually cousins, with the Pitts. So with Mr. Pitts. So, I mean, it was one of those things where I worked with Dwayne nonprofit for many, many years, and one of his goals was that he wanted to open a community center, right? And there were so many things that happened prior to. They came, they visit, they had an amazing time at the Lighthouse, and all I kept hearing about is the Lighthouse when they got back. Right. And they were so excited about just, the love and Dwayne, he just kept saying, "You gotta go. I can't explain it. It's the love, it's the care. Just I mean, you have to go." And so I remember, mom, I called her and I said, "Okay, we have to fly down." I believe that was the first time we went,
That's right.
because we had to fly down because we saw this as an opportunity, to number one, see what's really happening all the way in Lincoln, Nebraska, right? But to also pick some of the most amazing brains, right? To pick your brains to see, like, how could we, implement something very similar in Chicago, right? Because we know that what you guys are doing, I think we wanted to, figure out how we can, make it nationwide, let everybody know about it worldwide. Like, everybody should know how you guys run the show. And so, um, I think kind of told the story. I kind of rushed few parts of it, but yeah, I think so.
No, that's right.
Anything? Okay.
I mean,
To add.
we met with Pete too. Pete, the founder of Lighthouse, came and
Oh
obviously has a lot
yeah.
of history to give. Yep.
Yes, Pete was there. We did our walkthrough, and you took a lot of time with us to explain how this works, how you guys are handling it and taking care of business down there. And so, and I call you my mentor ever since. Um, and so I'm like, nope, I'm calling Bill. Nope, nope, nope. I'm still in a philanthropic space. We worked in Chicago. We did open up after school programming in Chicago, but COVID came, and we kind of stopped programming from that space. But I continued on, of course, through America's Big Sister Foundation. I'm rushing. Wait. I'm rushing. Okay, let me slow down.
You're Russian?
I'm pushing. I'm
I didn't
moving
know
Take
you
your
were
time.
fast.
from Russia.
Take your time.
I arrived to what I'm doing now.
Yeah,
All the
no,
way
no,
down.
that's the next segment. You can't
Okay.
get there yet. We got to stay put where we're at.
Okay. So yeah, that's it. I mean, it's been an amazing journey, and to have you as a mentor and to still come down and get the love for both you guys, it's awesome.
You always, I mean, I consider you part of the family now too. So,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Fitzy's my guy as well. So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
you
when I
know,
tell you, they laugh. Gab, Dwayne, they laugh about it all the time. Like, "Oh yeah, she's down there more than us." I'm like, "Yes, I am.
oh, and
You
Yes,
I
need to
know
you need to remind them of that.
you're
I
right.
do. That's right. Yes, because they got to come back." And so,
Got
yeah,
to.
And
I
we need to
always
get you
tell
back
them.
here too.
Yes.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
how about a football game this year?
You know I'm down every
I
time.
mean,
Don't hit me with a good time.
I
Let
mean,
me
done
see.
and done.
There's no
So,
playing around with that. I
uh,
think that could probably be done really easily this year. Yeah.
probably.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah, we
got
can get
that.
that done. Yeah.
Y'all got that? Okay. Now y'all listen. Okay, let's talk about this off camera.
No, absolutely. But I had to plant the seed on camera so we can get it on record
There you
that
go.
you're going to come down this year.
There we go.
Yes, absolutely. I sure will.
So what I have to say, what I found amazing is when you and Mama Wade came down and, interviewed us and talked to us, and you had great questions and you were very interested and humble. And I fell in love with you then. And it was amazing when you reach out and they go, I have a few questions. Do you think I can call you and talk to you? And I'm like, of course,
Yeah.
of course. And so, and that's really when things really started to grow. And, we've had lots of conversations back then. I believe I even got you to become a part of a couple conferences as well and
Yes.
sucked you into that arena. And
Yes. Oh my God, yeah. And so I think one of the things that I enjoy, or should I say love about you, is like you're always staying on top of me, not only for, the cause and what I'm doing philanthropically, but you're also staying on top of me to take care of me.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I can say, that's why I say that's my friend. That's my mentor, but that's also my friend. He's not going to let me just, keep doing things, and not making sure that I'm okay. And I
Right.
think that's what I enjoyed. And I don't know how many years it's been, because I feel like it's been forever that I met you.
2019 is when they came down for the Ohio State game.
Wow.
I remember that because we were on the sideline, so I remember that one really well.
Was it 19? I thought it was, you sure?
2019 was the Ohio State game. It might have been before that. Probably 2018, the year before.
Yeah, because I think the time that we got them down there to Gab and Dwayne to the Lighthouse on the 25th anniversary.
Right.
And I think that's when when we got them down there and they toured. And then that's when even a couple weeks later, I think I flew out to Miami to watch Miami play Nebraska.
No, that's right.
And Gab and Dwayne are like talking to me. They're like, dude, that Lighthouse is amazing. We gotta do something with that. And they were talking to me about
15,
that.
16
yeah, so 15,
would have
16.
been when we originally met.
Yep.
But I just remember 2019, the Ohio State game, because I was on the sideline. I remember all that.
Oh, wow. You were 5 years, because I'm like, we should be in like 10 years. So this is possibly 10
Yeah,
years.
this is about 10.
Yeah, getting close.
We'll just call it a decade.
Yeah.
It's a
Around it.
decade.
We've been
Absolutely.
together a decade.
Yeah, because when I look back at those pictures, I was like, what my hair? What was going? Because I still have the pictures.
Wait, no, you were looking at my hair going, what happened to your hair?
It's been a while. And we don't even look the same anymore. Yep, absolutely. And so these opportunities that I've had with it, I want to say it kind of grew, it's kind of like grew me up in this space philanthropically. So, but you've been there the whole step of the way. So even when it, so I come from saying, hey, I want to work for Dwayne. And then you start saying, okay, now you have to start talking. Now you got to get out there. And now it's on you now, right? In 2017 is when I started America's Big Sister. That's why I was thinking, well, no. I've been knowing you since I started my
Well,
own
that's true.
journey.
That's true, because you reached out directly about that.
I started my own journey. Yeah. And
Yep.
man, yes. I
Well,
love it.
and you didn't start a journey, girl. You're on a journey, but you have a story yourself, and and that's why I brought you up for our 30th ish banquet, is to share your story, because it's powerful, and
Amazing story.
it's really one of the reasons why I think you started America's Big Sister, is because of your own personal journey.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so, you know what? I think when I working for Dwayne, I knew we were, it was driven around, males, camps, the normal basketball, type of programming. And although they wanted to do more, both of them are super busy. They got a lot happening. I knew that there was a calling though that was on my life, that I had to take a moment and really do something about it. And that's how America's Big Sister, kind of started. It was me sitting still, pain turning into purpose, right?
Right.
That's the old saying that we say a lot, but just thinking back at my childhood and how, how did I get here, and what I have needed in order to be in a better place at the time I started, because I started at 40 years old, and just really thinking that through, like, man, mom is my mom ended in a tough space growing up, where she was incarcerated, right? Addicted to one of the toughest drugs, heroin, as an intravenous user. And she was my sole, she had full custody of us. So every day we were in that state. And then because of her drug addiction, we were without lights, we were without gas, we were without a lot of things, felt hungry, all of the things, right? And most people that understand the drug addiction understands what I'm saying. It's like, hey, when the person that's supposed to provide for you is not present, then now you got to make it happen for yourself. And we're talking about being 8, 9, 10 years old, having to create, make, protect even the little brother that I had at the time, right?
Mhm.
So I didn't dream I didn't dream. I always said that if there was one thing I wanted these girls to dream further. My dream was limited, right? My dream was just to get out of my situation. And I remember when I finally got out, I'm like, okay, now what? Um, if I had the opportunity as a young, just dream further. How do I get these kids to just be kids? How do I get them to understand that their surroundings does not have to dictate who they are? How can I be that person now that I have the front row seat of seeing what this looks like? How can I now infiltrate the camp, right? And get these young people to understand that greater is in them and there is more for them than what their surrounding shows.
And you're just like touching on the iceberg of the things that you went through as a child and
Yeah.
even as a young adult, because, again, listeners look at your brother and look at the accomplishments and think of the wealth that he has created around that. But that was something that took a lot of hard work and dedication to get to. It wasn't something handed. And you were instrumental in a lot of that in helping him grow up and realizing that dream. So I do want you to talk a little bit on that, because I think that's important for people to understand that who we are today is always somebody else helping build us up, and you are
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
person. So
Yeah. I use the saying, wherever you see success, there was sacrifice. Wherever you see success, there was sacrifice somewhere, somebody, right? Somewhere and somebody had to be the sacrifice. So, and I just remember growing up, he was a very quiet kid. Um, and my grandmother, I always attested to my grandmother really being huge at, you got to keep an eye on him. You got to watch your brother. So I was, I was programmed almost to do and be there for him, and not knowing that, but I knew that was, pretty much my responsibility to protect him, and him being the protector. We talk back at it now, like he was able to dream, right? I had to protect. And so he's always talking about, oh, I dreamed of a shoe. I dreamed. How did you dream of this when we had police raids? Police busing through our house with guns to our head. How were you dreaming this when we were literally trying to put together to eat the macaroni and cheese that they gave us from the box, from church, and then they had the pork and beans, and let's mix it up and get the meal. How are you dreaming, right? And so I and so he
I can
always
answer
go,
that.
how tell me.
I can answer that
Yeah.
because you provided some stability for him to be able to have that safe space to do that, which
Yeah,
was a sacrifice of yourself.
that's it. And
Absolutely.
that's
But I'm
how
sorry, I didn't mean
that's
to. I had to
yeah.
say that.
Yeah, I think because that was the answer, to your point. When we would sleep, when we would go to bed at night, he slept behind me. He would always sleep behind me. We had two beds. He would still come down to my, like, the bunk beds, but he'll have to sleep behind me because it was protecting. We had, our house was a quote unquote trap house. I tell people about that. Everybody laugh. I say, no, no. All night long, people are knocking on the door,
Yeah.
asking for drugs. And so there were the dealers in the house that could have done many of things, right? But the protector in me just will always, every night. He can have a good night rest, but I'm watching, my eye open. Um, I'm not sleeping, the whole time, um, and so
Mama bear.
Mama, yeah,
Mama bear.
just
Yep.
you gotta keep the eye open. Have someone say, have anybody just, yes, it was a few people come into the room. I screamed. But it was all about making sure he was protected. I knew that was the assignment on my life, right? As a young person, I knew that was part of the assignment. I should say part of it. And
But you're not
so
even that much older than him.
I have him by 4 years and
Yeah.
4.5. Yep.
That's not much.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
and that's
not.
given a lot up to sacrifice to make for sure that you're protective. And I just have to keep hinting in that, not to be cheeky, but you are a beacon. And so,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? That's my girl.
beacon lighthouse.
This is be a
Yes.
beacon.
Right. I'm a Beacon. I don't, you know what? That's good. I don't see it, but, and I think that was one of the things, just attesting to Dwayne, like he also knew that, right? I thought that I was just doing my job as a sister, right? I thought this was just what was required of me, right? This is what's happening in our neighborhood. And this is my job to make sure I wash his clothes, make sure I get him ready for school, make sure I do these things for him. And so now, him, always making sure that he gives me Mother's Day cards now, and always sending me some flowers for Mother's Day. He started doing that. I was like, wow, like he would say, and he recognized the sacrifice. And I think that's what I am grateful for, that he recognized that sacrifice that I did, that I did do as a young person.
And I'm glad that is a recognition of it, because you're kind of like a bonus mom, if you will, as a sister. But
Yeah.
you really felt that role to
Yeah,
give that sacrifice. And you have a lot of parallels to a lot of the young people we serve at Lighthouse. And when they wake up, and many of them live kind of that life of where they're concerned about what they're going to become if they have a future and those people in their life. So we're going to go to break here, but I just want people to understand that it just takes one person to believe in them, to let them dream. And that was you. So let's go to break.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's
One
letting the
person.
kids take Dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Attention Nebraska sports fans, are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
When you get the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime you work out. And now through March 13th, get your first month free when you join. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage. And do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 convenient locations. So, you coming? Get your first month free and all the perks with the PF Black Card for just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th. See Club for details.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies and it will be windy with areas of blowing snow. See a high around 38. Tonight, mainly clear and breezy, a low near 21. And tomorrow, a chance of showers arriving late, otherwise mainly cloudy with a high near 47. I'm meteorologist Kyle Cutter for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins'. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Now back to Be a Beacon with Lighthouse on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. And, I have to start off by, Tragil, you make me smile. And I feel blessed to have you as a friend and to call you a friend. So you're just a blessing. I mean, we're talking here. And Harrison's over here like, wow, she's amazing. She's bubbly. She's happy. So I'm like, you don't even know the half of it. I'm like, you ain't even heard her story yet. I mean, you've been telling the story through the lenses of being protective for Dwayne and your story in itself. I mean, people are floored because you are amazing and resilient and you have persevered through so much. And look at you now. You're my friend. The highest badge of honor, of course.
Yes. Your friend. I think one of the parts of the story that I don't talk about much is the vulnerability, right? How vulnerable as a young person I was without mom, right? And without dad. The vulnerability of being out and having to try to figure things out, right, in life, and how others sees that. There's other people out there that sees this vulnerable space and place that I found myself in. So when my mom got incarcerated, she really asked, someone in the family to really look out for me. And I can remember just that really being a tough time because I didn't have this person she asked, as much as my mom was, was in her addiction. I still felt a little protected, just a little bit, right? Because this is who I have. So obviously, okay, yep, she's here. But when she was gone, I mean, wow, just everything went really crazy. And so I found myself in a sex trafficking act. And we talk about this act because it's not like the normal, how someone say, oh, you got sex trafficked around. No, I had a man that I was forced to be for the exchange of goods, right? That's how you define this space. When you are underage and now you have the exchange of goods, that means now they're giving something to this person just for me to now be with them, right? And so, and being with them, y'all know who it is. Y'all know what that means, that y'all watching.
Oh, yeah.
And so I can remember this person taking full, oh my God, control of who my life. Like it's almost like he took custody of me. Like I belonged to him. He owned me. And I want to say for 2 years, he owned me. And those were the worst 2 years. Like I thought, you know how you'll say, okay, I thought my life was bad. Okay, it got even worse. And so being in that state for 2 years, there's so much of unpacking that I've had to do as an adult.
Yep.
Just unpacking those days, those times when, knowing that I feared my life, really, really my life, in the places that I had to go and be and do, um, in this space of being under this ownership of this human being. So, um, I don't get a chance to talk about it much, but I am looking to do a project on it, really soon, regarding that space. And so it is, because you're my friend, so I talked about it and to
Yep.
you, but it is a space that I don't think a lot of people discuss. They don't talk about that vulnerable space.
No, but it's so powerful and important though, because
Yeah. How
for
people
for
are
you to
preying on people, on girls that don't have a mom, right?
yeah,
Whew.
I mean, and that's a real thing going on, and
Yeah.
here in Lincoln, and that's why I'm trying to connect you with. I've got a name here in Lincoln. Is I think
Yeah.
they would benefit by having you as a keynote or somebody like that, because you have lived experiences of that too, and
Yeah.
you know talk about trust issues, right? To be able to let people into your heart after something like that, regardless of how many years, because that
Yeah.
trauma is going to live with you forever.
Yes. Yeah. And there's traumas that just comes up and I don't even like I felt that I passed it and I'm strong, but there's still some things that may find itself come up, and I'm like, oh wait, I know where this comes from, right? Because this is a space that you're forever, like I always say, we get across the hump, right? I got across, I got I was rescued, right? And that's a whole story on its own, how I got rescued. And people always ask, how did you end up in San Diego, California?
Mm.
I ended up being rescued, sent to San Diego, and finishing high school there, with a new identity. And it took me getting a whole new identity because this person felt that he owned me. Oh my God. And was looking for me high and low and threatened everybody. Where is she? Because I belong to him. And I can remember being in San Diego, pretty much having to just change my whole identity for a
Mm.
couple years, just so I can be safe, for my life.
And then you came down and brought that person that helped create a safe space for you there, which is your auntie, right?
Yep.
And I
Mm-hmm.
and I got the pleasure to meet her as
Yeah.
well, which was, a true pleasure for me to do
Yeah.
that, because
Oh
it
yeah.
it was like a full circle for me to be able to be a part of
Yeah.
your story.
Yeah. Yep. So Auntie Rose was there, and how about, what's so amazing is this year, because of all the connections, I was able to go to San Diego with her for the
Mm.
first time. And oh my God, the tears of just knowing that I had a place where that I was able to, I had a safe place. And like we talked about, it only take one.
Yep.
Yeah.
It only take one. That's all. It was just her. And yes, and she advocated for me, and she pushed me, to do great things, and she poured back into me. And at the time, someone said, you and her are very much alike. I say, well, you know what? When we're in these very vulnerable spaces, we're looking for people that we can, you know, not mimic, but just, you know, kind of like that's that mentor, right? We're looking for that mentor. We're looking for someone to point us in the right direction, to point us at what things are we don't know. And because I was a young person, so my identity wasn't even developed just yet, right? So, woo,
I
um,
and I kind of agree with it. You're looking for the mentor, but I think you're looking for the mentor that's also willing to give you grace, something that
mhm,
you were not given a lot of
yeah,
in all those situations. And
yeah,
once you find the people that can give you a little grace, and then guidance can come. But
yeah.
without that, how can you have that trust?
I like that. I like that. I never thought of that. Yep. She gave me grace. Yeah. To even build the trust, to even, yeah, I love that. Yeah. Cause it's one of, it's nothing like showing up and knowing that, oh, this is her niece that has had trauma. I mean, trauma, right? How I even got there was a whole escape underground, and now, for her to just show love and not look at me different, but let's hey, what we're going to do, we're going to go to school, you're going to be a kid again, you're still I've lived a life. I felt that I lived a life as a 50-year-old before I even
Well, yeah,
turned
forced into
18.
that adult life. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, man, yeah, that's how I felt. And I also, funny thing, I say that to say, when we do find our young people standing up, you know, uh, uh, lashing out, a lot of times they feel that what I've experienced in my life, how are you going to tell me what to do, right? How you going to say something to me? So I would always say, just kind of be a little careful, give them a little grace, find
Mm.
out why they're lashing, find out why, because I used to, I'm in high school, they talking to me, and you don't even know what I got to get up and do every morning. I'm living a life. I'm doing the same things you doing, lady. So yeah, it can be a little tough at working or being with a young person like myself,
Yeah.
which is why I felt that, going into this philanthropic space, or this calling, I felt that I could relate more, and I can be their voice more, and that was important for me. That
And
even
so,
yeah, go ahead.
and as you lead us to that, we're gonna, after we come back from this break, we're gonna talk a little bit more about America's Big Sister, so people can understand what that's all about. So let's
Sounds
go.
good. All right.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology, on your side, by your side.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins'. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends. Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you the highest quality roofing solutions. Whether it's new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
When you get the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime you work out. And now through March 13th, get your first month free when you join. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage. And do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 convenient locations. So, you coming? Get your first month free and all the perks of the PF Black Card for just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends March 13th. See Club for details.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com. High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I'm proud of my Nebraska roots, and I'm proud to be back home. And at Midwest Bank, they're proud to be your local community bank. They believe in family first, taking initiative, showing integrity, and rolling up their sleeves to support their local communities. They treat everyone like family, no matter where you're from. Whether you walk into a branch in York, Lincoln, Norfolk, or Pierce, you know you're going to be welcomed with a smile. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Hey, bestie! Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own. Always in the driver's seat, huh? Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot. Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop. Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Now back to Be a Beacon with Lighthouse on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. And we're in our final segment here. And as promised, Tragil, I do want to get into a little bit of what American Big Sister is, because America's Big Sister is a big time thing, and we have a little bit shorter of a segment. So if you can give us that snapshot in 5 minutes or less, it's like name that tune in 5.
Oh, because you know what? Because I've been doing a lot of talking. Okay, so the only way I could let me read it then. So America's Big Sister is a nonprofit organization that I am over, 501c3. We're dedicated to empowering, educating, encouraging, and exposing our young women worldwide. We do it through mentorship, leadership development, community engagement, and we even provide the resources and the sisterhood needed for the girls. And our goal is for them to build the confidence, right? To be resilient, and we're aiming to equip them with that. And so we have two programs that we do this with. One is for the motherless girls, and you got to listen. If you listen to the whole segment, you know why that is that's my soft spot, is girls without their mom. And we do a mentor program with that group. But we also host, and I want to say this new campaign. I say y'all the first one to know, but we're journeying across America. We're journeying across America, 50 states, hosting conferences. And right now, I should say this year, we have 15 states that has already committed for the conference. And so we've completed about 20, and hopefully we'll be done by the end of 2026 with the campaign journeying across America's 50 states.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You're going to have a repeat, though, because I want to bring you back
Okay.
to Lincoln, Nebraska. Because I know you already been here, but I need to bring you back so we can have just a different experience.
Yeah, I can't
that's all.
wait. I can't wait. Yes, I can't wait. But yeah, we even there we was at 400 girls. So I was really just elated to know that there's these young people there that are hungry for information. They showed up. They showed up on time. They were there to receive the information. So I'm ready. Let me know when you want me to come down. But I know this is the end of the segment. Man, this went by so fast.
I've never heard that. Nobody has come on the show and said that once.
What? I said to myself, I was like, oh, wow, this is about to be a long time.
Everybody says that, literally.
Everybody says it? Okay.
So when we were on break, we were talking about some of the things that you had alluded to with young people and what they need from us, and drilling down on stuff. And we were talking about restorative practices. We were talking about, I go out and do speaking engagements, and I told Harrison, I go, usually before I make a statement, I say, you got to promise you're not going to throw anything at me.
Yeah.
But it's a statement that I truly believe, and I want you to respond to it. And I always say, there's no difference between hitting and hugging a kid. And I want people to respond. And Harrison's like, wait. You're gonna
paused for about a good 30 seconds there, trying to figure out, is this a trap or what are we doing here?
But the reality is, kids don't know the difference between positive and negative attention, and they're acting out in school because they act out at home and they get seen. And so if we can start rewiring how they're looking for that attention and looking for the good things that they're doing and the positive things, it'll rewire what they start doing, and their behavior start to change.
Absolutely.
I love that. I love that. Yes.
And obviously, there is a difference. Let's just say that, because a kid that's being hugged and loved and cared for has a different outlook on life. But the kids that I tend to work with don't generally have that in their world consistently. And so we want to provide that at Lighthouse, and I believe that's what we do really well.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Family environment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, I think what you also alluded to, the reason you started America's Big Sister was because of your experiences that you went through, and to provide different experiences in a different way for young ladies, especially to start looking at the world and start seeking out the people that are going to give them a little grace so they can start looking for their future in a different way.
That's it. I love it.
I did okay?
You did great. Yes. this. You're my spokesperson. You know this. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I am the president of your fan club. So, you know, as we're winding down, I want to remind people that it's important to look through lenses and be a beacon for somebody else, and to give them a little grace, because you don't know how far that goes and you don't know what that's going to do to change them.
Yeah.
So Tragil, you're lovely. I appreciate you. I love you very much. Can't wait till we speak again, and I appreciate you being on the show today.
Love you, fam.
Bye, fam. Talk to you guys later.
So we'll see you at our normal time next week.
Yes. Okay.